Hello, everyone. My name is Isaiah Holdren, and I'm going to be talking about the strategic plans and problems that Bank of America faces today. First off, I would like to talk about the what is Bank of America really about, its vision and its mission. The statement addresses two questions: um, to be the world's finest financial services, and the mission to help make financial lives better through the power of every connection. And it answers them pretty clearly and concisely. Bank of America wants to help make financial lives better. That's the first question. Like, what is it? It's a financial service company. And the second question is, how are they going to do it? Well, they're going to do it by having multiple connections to different investments to help that person, that individual. We're going to go over the PESTLE framework. I'm not even sure if I'm saying that right. Uh, Let's go ahead and go into political. The government has the power to change policies and laws that impact the banking system. Therefore, the government can help and create favorable laws that will help the banking system. Political stability creates a great opportunity for the banking business to expand. Taxation and tariffs issued by the government can impact the banking industry, and they have many hurdles and regulations they have to keep up with for the public's currency, to make sure they're safe and the economy's stable. And that goes into our next section, the economic. So, some economic factors make America and many other financial institutions rely heavily on the economic system that is put in place by the United States, very tied in with the government. Not not only does the bank rely, but also it influences the our whole economic system. When the economy falls, the banks are impacted because of the conditions like recession or inflation, because individual spending habits obviously have to change with jobs being lost and uncertainty in the market. When there's when their spending habits change, there's less money in the bank because individuals uncertainty, and that's how banks make money. They use our money. So people might have to spend more money, might have to use more money, and it it's just uncertainty. Now let's go into the social. They are starting to rely more on social transactions than physical. So, sorry, electronic transactions more than physical, because we're not using cash anymore today. We are using more of like just electronics transactions for every day. So for the technology, uh, it is a must to have banking accounts for most people, not only to store cash but also get paid, invest, and keep their money safe. It has a positive impact having more transactions conducted online rather than with cash. Less cash is less of a burden on the banking industry, which is a positive. As the world changes with technology, some social impacts such as banking services have to adapt to AI and new markets such as crypto that involve people and their buying habits. And so we're moving more towards an AI community. They've already implemented Erica into their systems, which is pretty much a AI that helps people with financial needs. Now let's go ahead and go to the legal factor. Legal factors: banks work closely with the federal and state government and can affect the nation's economy. So because everything's kind of all together, even with the 2008 market crash, the governments have to be very on top of banks to make sure everything is working accordingly. So now we're going to go to the Porter's Five Forces. Uh, Obviously, starting a bank is not an easy task with high startup costs and a lot of regulations with the governments. And uh, with Bank of America highly relying on like two financial technologies, the power of the suppliers are they have a high bargain uh, power. Now, buyers can choose from multiple banks, so Bank of America is competing with a lot of people, with a lot of other well-established banks like Wells Fargo. It's a good thing that it's been around for a while. That's why it's so hard to get into the banking industry, that you have so many well-established banks right now. So how are you going to stand out? Not many substitutes. Uh, there's not many substitutes for like accounts. I mean, there are. You can obviously more crypto based, and that's why I'm wanting to do this presentation to talk about the crypto market a little bit, because a lot of people are starting to go towards that, and how can Bank of America profit from this new change in people's mind and people's spending. And honestly, the we Bank of America is very well established, so one of the main problems is just to stay ahead, stay where they're at. That's the strategic, problem right now, is just to stay ahead. What can they do to continue moving forward in their position? Right. All right. So Bank of America, they're set apart from other companies by having the marketing power, different services, and resources around the world to stand at number two in the United States. Innovation and ease of service helps Bank of America gain new clients and make profits. From the push of a button, you can have the resources that Bank of America provides to customers to help them meet their financial needs. Uh, it's a safe investment because it's been around for a while, so that's what they're kind of based on. That's what they're built on. Bank of America has the resources and capabilities because it's such a big brand known bank. People feel safe with it, so all they really have to do is continue to build the relationship and the safety net and the trust with customers and new customers. So their long-term strategic, you know, their plan is to obtain new clients and keep old clients. So some of their strengths is they're FDIC insured, they have a strong brand name, and they are very highly innovative. They want to create new stuff and even integrate new technology into their systems. There's a lot of opportunity with the new market like crypto. I want to kind of uh, maintain on the crypto market a little bit because it's new. They've already integrated AI. They're going to integrate more AI probably. And what's a good way to get people's attention and also obtain new customers is to somehow integrate uh, cryptocurrency into the banking system. Okay. Now I was going to talk more about the other stuff, but we're going to just go to as is to be, like what they are and what they're going to do, because we're going to be talking about that crypto more. So as is, we kind of understand their basic, uh, who they. Well, we can talk more in depth about who they target, and that's employees, employers, students, retired people, young adults, like everyone. Everyone is able to get a bank account with them, and that's just the basic that people do. If you need help with homes, they will uh, see if you're qualified to get a home loan. That's how they make most of their money. That's their main revenue, is giving out loans and getting that interest. They have many different channels, apps, websites they have a physical branch, social media, they have community events, and they have investment services like Morel. Morel's it's a fairly new investment that they partnered up with. They use personalized services for customers, and their key partners are, again, Fiserv and FIS, Fiserv. Their main resources are the mobile app, social media, website, bonds, and savings. And they have to pay employees, they have to pay for training, research and development, license and fees, utilities, marketing, advising, cybersecurity, and just normal security, because we want, people want their money safe. For the 2B, all we're really changing, honestly, is the crypto services. We want to stand out a little bit more, and we have to increase a little bit more cybersecurity to ensure that people's money is safe. And how are we going to do that? Well, we're going to stand out a little bit. We're going to personalize investments to people by creating a unique mutual fund portfolio for the crypto market, for crypto investors that want to buy into crypto but don't feel safe about it. So we're going to create this new system that ties with the federal government, allowing us to create a mutual fund portfolio for crypto investors. So some key strategic actions is to pretty much create an account, allow them to buy cryptocurrency shares through Bank of America like a mutual fund. We're going to market the new campaign using our mission statement, emphasize the new connections because we just made one. And we're going to we're going to see if we're going to do a cash flow analysis to make sure this is going to be profitable first off, and see if it's and monitor new clients and services to see if it's going to continue to work or not. Obviously, we have to comply with federal laws, and we have to make sure it's profitable. That'll be the first phase. The second phase is to create the new account system, which allows people to buy shares through their mobile app or through buying or whatever makes the customer feel more comfortable to buy their shares of cryptocurrency. And then we're going to market and advertise the new service. So those are the three phases. Those are the phases to implement this new strategy with the new crypto system to kind of stand out a little bit from the other banks and kind of move forward with the whole new cryptocurrency being implemented and even added into the treasury with our recent Donald Trump announcement. Thank you. This is just an idea for Bank of America. Leave a comment, ask any questions you might have. I definitely couldn't go super in depth because of the time, but thank you guys.